Okay, limits tend to be confusing for a lot of new calculus students, and one way to help you through limits is to being able to classify and identify when to do what. So when you can use the substitution method every single time is when a function is continuous, which means anytime you have a polynomial or you have a radical function, you can use substitution. So for example, if you have a constant function, what's the constant function? Remember, it's a horizontal line. Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if your c is here, the height will be 5. It doesn't matter if your c is here, the height will be 5. So if it's a constant function, whatever that numerical value is, that will be the height. So this is, and you don't even have to use substitution for this, but that's good for you to know that if it's a constant function, whatever that value is, that will be the limit. The next type is just y is equal to x, a linear function. Remember, that's a diagonal line. Well, it's continuous, so it doesn't matter if your c is here, that's that height. If your c is here, there's a height. If your c is clear over here and your height would be up there someplace. Linear, constant, they're both types of polynomials. Quadratic, polynomial, continuous. A cubic, polynomial, continuous. In fact, any x to the even, well, first of all, x to the 0, that's the constant graph. X to the even, all of those graphs look similar to this or this. And then all x to the odds look like this, or if it's negative, it would look like this. But they're continuous. They will always have a height. You can always use substitution. Okay. So when I say etc., it means all polynomial graphs. The next type is radicals. So if you have the limit as x approaches c square root of square root of x, the only thing you have to be careful about when it's even roots is they stop at a certain point, right? Whatever zeroes out inside here cannot be a negative number. So for this basic parent graph, that would probably be as x approaches 0, or possibly, but the x value inside there has to be greater than or equal to 0. So, whoops. So if an even root function has been shifted, you just have to be careful to whatever zeroes out that c, x has to be greater than or equal to that c value. Okay, and then we've got odd roots. Well, odd roots are fully continuous, so any odd root, you're safe. If the c is here, you're going to have a height. If the c is here, you're going to have a height. If you're looking for the limit as it approaches c here, you'll have a height. So substitution can be used always on polynomials and radicals. All right, that's it for substitution. The overview. Hopefully you'll understand that when you're given, say, the limit as x approaches -1, and then you might have x cubed minus 5x squared plus 4x minus 12 equals, and then I don't know what to do. It's a polynomial. You can just substitute. Remember to use parentheses. And when you plug that into your calculator, or if you want to do all of that by hand, because since it's -1, that wouldn't take much, when you substitute, that will be your height. All right, that's it for this one.